Hey everyone, it's Eric Snell, the author of the Fit Businessman book. And today I'm going to show you some tips on how you can prepare for doing the squat. It's a typical leg day with very restricted material. I don't have a lot of equipment, so I'm basically going to do 10 times 10 squats. And it sounds very simple, but it really isn't that simple. Now, in order to warm up, you can do certain movements to not just start doing 10 times 10. I know a lot of people, when they go to the gym, don't have a lot of time, so you want to skip the warm-up. Well, I'm going to show you just a couple of things you can do to prepare yourself for the squat. Now, the first thing is to try to get the full range of motion. So when we're doing a squat, we want to go down fully. And we want to get the body temperature up. So we want to do the warm-up sort of in a flow so that it actually works as a warm-up. But we're going to work on the range of motion. And the easiest way to start is to use a couple of plates, put them underneath your heel, like this. So now, when you go down, it's much easier because the range of motion has been shortened. If you go without the plates, it might be that you feel like, oh, I can't go lower than this, oh, my back. But when you put something underneath, it's much easier. Then the next step is to have a light kettlebell and use that really close to your body and let that help you go down. And you can be in this position so that you get a feeling for it. And you can also use a medicine ball, but something that you can keep close to your body. What this does is it takes away the pressure from your spine. So if I would use the barbell, put it here, I need to tense up my core much more. My spine will be loaded, but by just having a weight, even if I have it here, I can have the weight much lower and I'm really warming up the legs. Then you can of course attach a band, and here I would step on the band. You might notice here that I'm actually barefoot, and that's on purpose. So when you're doing squats, deadlifts, whatever, if you can do it bare feet, that's really good because then you can really put pressure and you can really feel it in your feet. Now, for doing squats, what you can do is you can attach the band to the kettlebell. And now I'm going to do squats where the pressure is here in the upper motion. Here it's getting tight. This is getting heavier and it's easier here. And this in itself is a nice exercise, but I use this as a warm-up method. This is really nice. Now, in order to really activate the glutes and make sure that I don't run into the problem of having the knees going in when doing the squats, which can be a case for a lot of people that if you're not used to doing squats, your knees will go in the wrong direction. So in order to make sure that once I start working out, it goes in the right direction, I can do squats where I use the band and I will put it under my knees and basically do squats like this. And this forces me to push with my knees outward and tense my glutes. So now I'm really getting the sense of doing a squat and pushing my hip between my knees and not just shoving my butt out. So I'm trying to go down, yeah. This feels like squatting. So these are some of the movements you can do before actually squatting. And then when you're gonna squat, what you can try to do is squat a zombie squat. So we'll place the bar over your shoulders and just do a squat like this. So then you're sure that your back is straight because you can't really bend like this. So I will show you. So I'm going to take the bar and then just go down like that. And I like to mix up the front squats, the back squats, and play around with it just to get more variation, make it more fun, and that way actually complete all the sets. So you can try this out next time you do squats. Now I'm going to go into 10 times 10, and I would love to do 10 times 100 kilos, but I don't think that's gonna work. So I'm gonna probably do my body weight and just try to go through it all. This is something that's good for sort of a build-up phase, general physical preparation phase, not before competition or anything. But when you have less equipment, sometimes it's nice to do a challenge like that where you can actually do just one exercise multiple times. And mentally, that's one of the toughest things for myself. Well, wish me luck. Thank you for watching. I'm Eric Snell, the author of the Fit Businessman book, and I'll see you at work.